Beans! That's out of my system now.
Top 10 beans. Harry, let's kick off. Now, actually, let's not. There is a costume change here. And that is that we're what are we doing?
You're the only one who knows.
Yeah.
We established this is...
So we're now going to fight our beans off against each other. So let's both bring our 10s to the table
Okay, who wants to go first?
in a fight for 20th. I'm going to ask you to kick off.
Okay,
Guest first.
So my number 10, and this might be a controversial number 10 because I know a lot of people who say this, but cool beans. Cool beans to me is the thing that someone says when a situation is not cool beans.
Ah.
It has such a passive aggressiveness to it. It'll be like, hey, really sorry, can we move plans to next week? And I'll be like, yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, yeah, that's all cool. And then one person will say cool beans. I'm like, that person's not happy. That person is not okay.
Oh, wow.
Cool beans to me
Mm-hmm.
is disingenuous. There's two types of cool beans.
Sure.
There's I'm not okay with this cool beans, and there's I've done something bad, but I'm backing it by saying cool beans.
Skirting around the situation.
It irks me.
Would you say it's passive aggressive?
I think it's passive aggressive. It's also disrespectful. Like, I think a stranger saying cool beans, fine. I don't know you. We've got no personal interaction. If, like, one of my best friends for years is like, are you coming on Wednesday? And I say, yes. They say cool beans. I'm like, why don't you want me there? What have I done to upset you? Between writing this list and us recording, someone texted me to say cool beans. And they don't know how I feel about it. But I immediately was like, what's your problem?
I'm glad you're making it this nerd.
It's true. And as well, my friends will watch this. If you say cool beans, clearly we need to talk about something.
What I think is most interesting about this is that you have friends that use that phrase.
I have friends of all different variations of age and vibes and personality. I don't have any less love for the cool beans.
No.
But it's something about it. The word is irks. It irks me.
If I'm visualizing a cool beaner, I think...
this might be a genuine moment to note that is a slur, which I believe is a slur against Mexican people.
If I'm visualizing someone saying cool beans, I see like a big smiley face on their chest.
The chest, okay. Yeah.
I see bright colors. I see those big boots that are like furry that are up to here.
Yeah, I think...
I'm also seeing the XD emoji.
Cool beans XD, I think I would block someone.
Wow.
Cool beans to me, it's like an anxious queer says that to like get out of saying what they want to say.
I might need to take this in.
It's
some lessons.
Honestly, I'm winning myself over to cool beans. But it's like, yeah, if you like
cool beans.
I can imagine a person who would get a text and it's like, hey, the concert you wanted to go to has been cancelled. They're like, hey, cool beans. And it's like, wow, oh, they're not actually cool.
No,
they're not cool beans.
That's not cool beans.
Or it's like, hey, I can't make it to a birthday party. Cool beans. You're not happy with that.
No. Okay, so my number 10 is Sean Bean.
How did I not think of Sean Bean?
How could you forget Sean? I mean, truthfully, I nearly did. I, as a film fan, can't remember a single Sean Bean film nor role. I'm aware that he was in Game of Thrones.
See, I've not seen Game of Thrones, but there is a big one you're not thinking of. What's Game of Thrones that's like better? What's better Game of Thrones?
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Okay,
he's in that.
Brilliant.
I'm glad that works. That was good communication. Yeah, he's one of those actors where he's incredibly famous. He's in lots of things. I think I might have only seen Lord of the Rings that he's in.
Sure.
I like him.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched an interview of Sean Bean.
Something I know about Sean Bean is that he dies a lot.
He does die a lot. Well, it's one of those where he's famous for dying a lot, but it probably is more that he's in lots of things. I don't know the percentage on like how often he dies, but like there are compilations of Sean Bean dying in movies and TV.
This is why I put him at 10th, because I thought he's dying in things. Let's kill him off early.
Yeah, we've killed Sean Bean.
As he would like to be.
As he seems to enjoy.
Absolutely. I also like Sean Bean because when I think Sean Bean, I think, oof, bit of rough.
See, I'm not a bit of rough guy.
You're not?
Nothing wrong with it. If you're a bit of rough at home, if I think of like crushes, there's no rough in there. There's not even a hint of rough.
No.
I like the weird little guys.
Pro rough, anti rough.
I am quite anti rough. Oh, let's go visit Auntie Ruff. Oh no.
Auntie Ruff, Uncle
Get out
Ruff.
of here,
Yeah.
Auntie Ruff. You're horrible.
So between us now, we've got to work out who's in our 20th spot. Is it Cool Beans or is it Sean Bean?
So for me, I have a stronger opinion
Yes.
about
yeah.
Cool Beans than I do about Sean Bean.
I think this is brilliant because neither are at the peak of their cultural relevance right now. But I
No.
do think I'm leaning closer into Cool Beans than I am Sean Bean.
I think as someone who is anti Cool Beans, I have.
Oh my God.
It feels like you've convinced me to pick my option.
And so 20th place, Sean Bean.
Bean.
Sorry, Sean.
Cool Beans lives to fight another day.
Lives to fight another day. Unlike Sean Bean, who's died.
He's dead.
It tracks.
My number 9 is Beanbags.
Right. I thought this might come up.
Okay.
Beanbags are great. Shame you can't get out of them.
Yes.
I'm here to argue, don't get in them. Because they're not good.
But the comfort.
But they're not.
They're moulding themselves around you.
I just feel like every time I've sat on a beanbag, I'm like, God, I wish this was a chair. There's no situation where I'm like, it's so nice that this is worse in every way. This is a very me story. I went over to a friend's house and they were like, you're the guest, you get the beanbag. And I was like, oh no, I mustn't. And they were like, no, we insist.
Yeah.
And then eventually I sat down, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I hate beanbags. And then they sat on like an uncomfortable wooden chair. I'm like, but I would love that wooden chair compared to this.
Right.
So now we're both unhappy because we felt this social norm to accept. And I blame beanbags, not...
Why is that a
Eurovision.
social norm that we should be pro beanbag?
No, I think the social norm is that the guest gets the best thing, which I personally don't agree with.
But then that's the thing. Why is the beanbag the best thing?
I don't know. I think
This
Big
is what we're here to-
Beanbag got into sitcoms and like kid sitcoms. If I'm thinking like an iCarly, I'm thinking of Victorious. I'm
Okay.
thinking, no, I don't know a third one. The cool characters sit on the beanbags.
Sure.
Beanbags are like, they're cool,
High status.
they're comfortable, they're young. You put a
Right.
23-year-old actor on a beanbag, you say they're 15. Probably, when you're like a kid, like an actual child, you don't have a bad back. You don't have bad knees. You've got dreams. You can sit on a beanbag and be like, awesome. I am basically lying on the floor, everyone's favorite thing to do. But I think when you grow up, there's a bit of your brain's like, I want to still be a beanbag guy.
Longing for youth.
I think beanbags represent a longing for youth.
Yeah.
And as someone who turned 80 about 3 years into my life, I don't feel a longing for youth. I don't particularly care for youth.
Do you know what? I think we need not discuss who's falling into 19th place because I think it belongs to beanbag. I even feel for Sean Bean, who's
I think
suffered
Sean
at the
Bean's better
hands
than a
of-
beanbag.
God.
Sean Beanbag?
Okay, so 19 easily beanbags.
Bean.
So my number 8
Mhm.
to fight against Cool Bean,
If Cool Beans
If
takes
it-
this, I'm going to be so mad.
jelly beans. Number 8.
So I understand with jelly beans that I am wrong to not like them. So beanbags, I think
Yeah.
I'm right and everyone else is wrong. Jelly
Sure.
beans, I'm like, hey, they're not for me. That's not a criticism of the thing.
Okay.
So I'm willing to be
Yeah.
more won over. Why jelly beans?
So I will caveat this with I hate the way they stick in my teeth. I loathe that.
Mhm.
It reminds me of jelly tots. Those
I will
like
not have a word said against jelly tots. I will not.
See, I think I prefer a bean to a tot. A
This-
tot is stickier.
See, that is the most, I'm going to say, upsetting thing anyone's ever said to me. And I know it's fine, but the
Yeah.
idea of a clip being out there, of someone looking at me and saying, I prefer a bean to a tot. Now I've said it. This is bad. I don't like this.
You know, I'm going to edit that
Yeah.
to my advantage. But
You
no,
said it first. I was quoting. Listener, viewer, I was quoting.
Look, I think there is such a beauty in the way that they've gone wide with their range of flavour.
I do respect it.
I also love those sneaky little ones that taste like ass, and they've just gone, yeah, we're going to sell these to kids. The ass tasting product. Amazing. Why not?
There was like ever since I was a child, I have always enjoyed picturing the person in the jelly bean factory who has to be like, I don't want to do tasting today. And then they have to taste one and be like, ass. And they're like, okay, that was meant to be honey. And they're like, no, that's ass
No,
flavor.
yeah.
Mass produce it.
Who is buying these?
So people I went to school with in droves, and then they love to hold out a handful of jelly beans and just be like, "Do you want some jelly beans?" And I learned you always say no because either they're disgusting flavors or they're hand. You got sweaty hand jelly beans. They stick.
I'd like that flavor.
I'm slightly against jelly beans because there's never been a pack of jelly beans where every flavor's nice. Like, even the normal ones, there's going to be a couple, and I'm like, well, I feel bad wasting. For example, jelly beans. I reckon I would like the red ones, maybe the white ones, possibly the green, not the yellow. I'm going to say, as a cool beans hater, jelly beans are. I think jelly beans, even as not a jelly bean guy, if someone's eating a jelly bean, I'm not commenting on it. True. I'm not being like, ew. If someone offers me one, I might even take one. But I'll be like, can I pick?
See how you feel. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm not just grabbing one. But yeah,
I do think that there's an age of cool beans that
we've passed.
We're past it. It's reached its limit.
It needs to stay in the past.
Jelly beans are timeless. Amazing. Okay, so A scene, we're putting cool beans.
Bean.
Okay, so hit me with your number 9.
So are you aware of Killer Bean Forever?
I'm absolutely not.
I don't know why I thought you might be.
But I'd like to be.
So there is an animator called Jeff Lee. Okay. He made a YouTube short video called Killer Bean. It's just a bunch of coffee beans fighting.
Okay.
Then, largely unprompted, he spent 5 years making a movie-length version. So there is a film out there called Killer Bean Forever. Right. It's now a video game, which is crazy. It was made by one animator, and it is very bad. It's a very bad movie. Okay. But because it's clearly just this passion project, I'm going to say 90% of it is fight scenes. So it's just this bean in like a red jumpsuit with twin guns killing so many people, and then occasional like attempts at plot. But then they just turn into a fight scene. The opening to the film is a 3-minute dance sequence of just beans doing a little dance, followed by a 3-minute action sequence of all those beans getting killed. The main thing that people might know it from is it used ragdoll physics. So every time a character dies, they will just be like flung across the screen and like bounce. I watched a video about it today, and I'll be honest, there were 2 jokes in it that made me laugh unironically. And I think, don't watch the film. There's a YouTuber called Diamond Bolt. He did a video on it. I would recommend that. As much as it's bad, I love a project that is completely like a solo project. It's just this one person that I'm going to do every step of this. Might be bad. You might get Metropolis. Sure. You might get Killer Bean Forever.
I rate that. You know, the way you sell that to me, I rate that.
It's not. It's one where I would never watch the film. I'd watch clips.
That's enough.
So I'm not picking Killer Bean the franchise. I'm picking Killer Bean Forever
specifically.
Because if I was picking the franchise, I might have to actually like judge its quality rather than be like, this is a kind of rough but surprisingly well made animated film.
Bit of rough. You said Bean movie. I thought B movie.
So I would rate, if we were doing best Bs, Bean, as in Killer Bean, is above B movie. I would get more fun. As much as I love that Sting gets arrested for cultural appropriation in the B movie, I love that. Killer Bean made me laugh twice. The B movie made me laugh once.
I think I've put B movie as 5 stars on my Letterboxd.
See, but you do things wrong sometimes, and that's fine. We can forgive that.
I put Sean Bean at number 10.
Yeah, and I think you'll get some comments.
Killer Bean Forever.
Killer Bean Forever.
Versus Jelly Beans.
I think I would be crazy to say Killer Bean Forever is better than the concept of jelly beans.
I'll agree.
I mostly just wanted an excuse to
talk
about this thing that I'm fascinated by.
You sold it.
There's the first 6 minutes are on YouTube. Watch that. That's all you need.
Bean.
Okay, so hit me with your next bean.
Old bean. So the phrase old bean, or the idea of calling someone old bean, I think in theory, good. Like, it's quite an endearing nickname. Like, old bean.
Oh.
Come here, old bean. But the issue is, whenever I hear it, I picture an American sketch about British people. And it irks me.
Sure.
Because it's that thing of like, this is what Britain's like, and it's 2 really posh pricks. And I'm like, you've never heard of Wales. You don't know them. So to me, it's like, you come here, old bean. Stop that, old bean. It just, that's That's my negatives.
Sure.
Positive.
Positives.
A friend of mine recently had a baby, and her and the baby were wearing matching socks. They were the Heinz Beans logo. The baby said Lil Bean, the mum said Old Bean. And I had already started writing this list when I saw them, and I'm like, Old Bean's going from 10 to 8. That really,
I
there
love
was a
that.
joy to that. How would you react to being called Old Bean?
I'd love it.
Really? So
Oh,
if next time I saw you, went, how have you been, Old Bean?
Oh,
It'd be weird to say Bean Bean. Like, how are you, Old Bean? How would you?
how you been, Bean?
Have you been Bean?
I would really love that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to forget to do that next time I see you. But there's a bit of me that wants to try it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Sure.
I'm just like, it's better than Killer Bean Forever being called Old Bean.
It's given me a new appreciation for beans in general, I think. Thinking about Old
Yeah.
Bean. Do you know
Bean
what?
is a nickname, kind of general. I think this is the only Bean nickname I have down.
Okay.
I think Old Bean was the one I had the most opinions on. But Bean is a fun thing to call a friend.
You say Old Bean, I say, yes, please. That's how I feel.
I think it feels like something your granddad would call a friend of
Yeah.
yours.
I wish
So I
had
think
a
if I was like 5,
Mm.
I was for some reason going to my grandparents' house with a friend, my granddad would call that friend Old Bean.
Wow.
That's my vibe. I don't know if my granddad would have. My granddad was largely just rambling about whatever at any time. But that's like a granddad talking to a younger kid that he's not really got any connection to.
Yeah. Isn't irony wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so being called Bean, great.
Yeah.
Beans, not
Awful.
good.
Worst
Really
thing you
bad.
could be called.
Yeah.
If next time I saw you just shouted beans at your face, how would you respond?
I think I'd throw up.
It's a dangerous power for me to have. So, Old Bean or
Oh.
jelly beans?
I'm inclined to give you Old Bean, but I'll stick with jelly beans here.
Fair.
So at 16, we're going to put Old Bean.
Bean.
So, number 7, the Urban Dictionary results for bean.
Ah.
So, I was doing research for a different thing on this list, and I was
Cool.
like, what if I just type bean into Urban Dictionary? And I want to read you some of the highlights,
I'd love
and
that.
this as a whole
Mm,
is my pitch.
okay.
So, bean, a term of endearment for a significant other or close friend. The example is, hey, Bean, want to get Chipotle later? Which the relationship is dead. Bean, to engage in armed combat as a hostile bean. The example, bro, Laska beaned me hard.
Whoa.
I don't think I've ever heard of bean as like a verb for attack.
As a pacifist, a borderline Quaker, I don't like that. I'm not keen.
Bean, most commonly used when referring to Xanax. The example, popping beans all night for show.
Oh.
Bean is a very versatile word. It can be used for various situations. Commonly used as a hidden term for fucking. Can be used in public places such as would you bean her. I don't think it is a commonly used word for fucking.
I'm not a heterosexual, but I haven't beaned anyone.
I don't think I can picture a person pointing at anyone and be like, I'd bean them. Bean, my cat. She is very cute. I like that.
Yeah.
It's very fun about putting your own cat on Urban Dictionary. My cat's awesome.
That fairness.
And then last one, Bean, nickname for a friend whose penis is small. The discovering of this, of course, does not happen through homosexual experience. I love that they felt the need to be like. So I don't know if it is discovered through homosexual experience, is it a different term?
Ah, so
Because then it's the definition's invalid, and that's by Sir Coke-a-lot.
fucking with a small penis is beaning.
Yes, it's like I would bean her because my penis is tiny, so that is where the term bean comes
Sure.
from. Whereas if my penis was of any notable size, I would speak like a normal person.
There's almost as many different sort of types of definition of bean
Mm-hmm.
as there are types of jelly bean.
There are a lot of things that bean can mean. Bean. And a lot of them are quite bad, but that's the same as jelly beans, really. But even the bad ones bring me some joy, whereas a vomit-flavoured bean, not doing
No
anything
joy.
for me.
In which case, we're going to marry Kondo the jelly beans. I
Not
think
sparking joy.
not sparking joy anymore. 15th place, jelly beans.
Bean.
Ah, so it's my turn to bring
Yes.
another bean to the table. And this one, what I'm going to bring to the table is a bean counter.
What is a bean counter?
So a bean counter is just an accountant.
Okay.
But now, if I said to you, would you like to be an accountant? Or would you like to be a bean counter.
I want to count them beans.
Right. So the first time I was properly aware of the phrase
Mhm.
was at the Edinburgh Fringe. I was taking a show, and this Australian, one of his lines in the show was, "I'm a bean counter,"
Ah,
and I thought, "What's that?"
that
when
sounds
it's at
so
home?
exotic and
Yeah,
fun.
oh, it does, and especially it makes me want to go to Australia to experience the bean
To
counters.
count some beans in Australia.
Count
Counting
beans.
beans down under.
Right?
See, I have a real love for two things in my life. One
Okay.
is making the mundane whimsical, and the other is
Right.
making the whimsical mundane. I love a
Beautiful.
0 to 100 and 100 to 0.
Yeah.
I think getting a counter and calling it bean counter, you've taken a very boring name for a very boring job. You've made it whimsical and fun. Do you want someone to count your beans? Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Get me a bean. Get one in here right now. For me, counting beans is every time I eat because I have to eat in patterns. If I'm eating beans, I have to eat in a certain pattern.
Now you just instantly skyrocketed in
See, but this
interesting to me. I want to know patterns. Why? What are the patterns? Who
So-
are they?
I want you to picture a Weatherspoon sausage, chips, and beans. I think this is the best meal to describe patterns. 3 sausages, 1 pot of beans, and then you do not know how many chips there are. So you start off, you eat, and this is fun for the numbers game, you eat some chips and some beans. Ideally, you eat a third of the beans, but that's hard to gauge.
Okay.
You don't need to be too spot on with that. Then you can have one of the sausages as a treat, as a treat
Just
for
a little-
being
a little
good.
treat.
Now, ideally, you've got 2/3 of each. You vibe in it. It's not. I don't know if it's precise.
I see.
Now
yeah.
this is where the numbers come in proper. You eat until there are 5 chips left. Then you eat until there are 5 beans left. Then you eat 2 beans. Got 3 beans left. So up until the last 5,
Right.
you can eat beans like a normal person. So it's about amounts until you get to have fun with numbers. And then you get to do 1 of each. I recently did this and Joe made me take a picture of my plate to prove that I end on 1 bean, 1 chip, 1 sausage.
This is far too much maths for my liking. I regret to say I might have to nominate bean counters to just evacuate right now because
What's it up
too
against again?
stressful. So it was your dictionary,
Oh, yeah.
Urban Dictionary definition of bean.
I think bean counter is better, and we don't have to go back into my bean counting. I'm willing to step away from what just happened.
I'll allow this. At 14, we're going to put the Urban Dictionary definition of bean.
Bean.
So bean counter survives another day to fight against.
Been there, done that.
Bean.
In brackets, bought the t-shirt.
Ah,
For a bit of flavour. You said this
Gorgeous.
earlier, and I had to kind of
Oh.
hide my reaction.
the worst thing was been there, done that.
So I love this phrase,
Mm.
but it's a phrase that I will only ever use sarcastically. Like if someone says a bad thing that's happened to them, I'll be like, I've been there, done that. Because it's the cattiest phrase. And I think been there, done that, bought the t-shirt is a bizarre phrase.
Oh.
So I Googled where's the origin of been there, done that. And
Lovely.
in brackets, bought the t-shirt. And I found an etymologist called Frank Dauenhauer. And he said, we don't know. What I want to know is, have you ever used this phrase, and in what context would you use it?
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
You don't have to say the full thing, but I think there's something fun about throwing in a got the t-shirt.
Oh, it really adds weight to it, doesn't it? Got the t-shirt. I think I've only ever used that phrase drunk in like the smoking area of a club, giving a friend advice.
And
Babe,
that's the perfect place to use the phrase.
been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You'll
Yeah.
move on. You'll be fine.
It's such a
It's
great breakup phrase.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
it's almost like it's now a whimsical memory to me, this bad breakup I
Yeah.
had. Been there, done that, I got the t-shirt, and we're still happy and vibing.
Right.
And in a week, I'll be there again. I'll be back. It's fine.
When you imagine the t-shirt, what is the t-shirt?
I'm imagining a t-shirt that is completely black with white lettering saying what the thing is. Right?
No, this is fascinating because yes,
Yeah.
but the other way around.
Your
so
white t-shirt, black
t-shirt, black.
lettering. But I don't find white flattering, so I wouldn't wear white. I'm not a white t-shirt.
You
guy.
wouldn't be
I mean, you
dared
are
to
currently
see.
in a white t-shirt. I'm currently in a black one. So
Well-
it does track.
I love that you could get the t-shirt, but you wouldn't wear it. Look, I think there's something about the humble brag about it.
Mm.
So I think for me, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's very, I'm learning to drive at the moment. I failed my driving test. God knows how many times. That's when I would pipe in and go, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because I took 6 times to pass
Did
my
you?
driving test.
Thoughts on this against?
Oh, bean counter has got to go at this point.
Yeah.
I felt sick at the thought of it last time. I feel even more nauseous
It's
this
almost
time.
embarrassing looking at the list now, knowing that Been There Done That was going. Because it's just it's the fact that unprompted you said it during the filming of it, or maybe before film. I can't remember. But you said it, and I have to like not react.
So at 13, we're putting bean counter.
Bean.
My turn to hit you with another bean.
Beat me.
So I've gone for full of / keen beans.
Yes, this is a phrase I forgot. Full of beans.
Full of
Someone's
beans.
full of beans
Oh,
today.
oh. Now you say that instantly fills me with joy.
See, there is, in a way that cool beans puts me off. Full of
Yeah,
beans. I'm
full
like,
of
oh,
beans.
someone's full
Ooh.
of beans. It's one that I wouldn't say, but if someone said it about me, I'm like, I'm on a run today.
Yeah.
This is a personal thing to me.
Okay.
That would be a thing that my mum would say if I was like being too energetic. You're just being a bit much. You're a bit full of beans today.
Passive aggressive.
I don't. She might watch this, so I'm not saying that. No, but I don't know. It's more of a like, hey, we're having fun, but let's start reining it down. Then if I carried on, it'd be like, maybe you should calm down now. Because like I can imagine someone saying like, oh, someone's full of beans, but that's almost a point in its favor. Because like the idea of if someone's being really hyper and almost annoying, and you go, someone's full of beans, I'm like, well, now I like that they're being that high energy. It's made me like them more.
This is the thing. I don't think I could help but not do it in a passive aggressive way.
Mm.
Oh, you're full of beans today.
Yeah,
It would be. I'd mean well by it.
Yeah, it feels like a phrase that's designed to mean well. And like some
Yes.
people might twist it, but they're not the norm.
Sure.
The norm is like, oh, full of beans.
Yeah.
Would you ever say that you're full of beans, like yourself? Oh, I'm full of beans. Are you?
Sometimes.
When you have like that wave of energy and you're like,
It's-
oh, I'm full of beans today.
An unexpected full of beans. I think there's
It's
nothing better.
good.
Yeah.
It's
a great feeling.
So the problem is you've grouped this with keen bean. I don't like keen bean. Full of beans.
God, wow.
Keen bean. Full of beans. Keen bean.
Now, I quite like being a keen bean.
It's got, I'm at a gay bar, and there is a guy who's flirting with me by trying to put me down a bit. It's like, he's like, oh, someone's a keen bean. I'm like, I'm actually not interested.
Can I sell you my keen beans?
Yeah, you can sell me your keen beans if you like.
So we've had conversations about how we like to be early to places.
Yes.
Now-
Yeah. Early bird is a keen bean.
Early bird, keen bean, same thing.
Early bird
Full of
gets the
beans.
bean.
Well,
Well,
a
lucky.
vegan bird
A
gets the bean.
vegan bird gets the bean.
I think keen beans and full of beans, yeah, okay, there's thinking about it now, maybe there's a slight difference. But essentially, they're both going to be there on time. They're excited to be
I
there.
think keen bean is excited specifically for this activity.
Sure.
Full of beans is just like there's a level of excitement there.
Okay, so keen beans or
Been there, done that.
been there done. It's a tough one.
I am biased, but I like Been There Done That
I
more.
think I do too.
My God.
So I think we're in agreement. Keen beans, number 12.
Bean.
And my 5th place, probably a very pedestrian bean here.
Mhm.
But one that I love nonetheless, and that's Bean Bunny from the Muppets.
Who's Bean Bunny?
Have you seen the Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yes.
So Bean Bunny is the little bunny at the end that Michael Caine says, "Would you go and get me a big crown of turkey?"
Okay, yeah, no, I think I know. Okay.
And he's up there going, "Oh yes."
He's a bit of a simp. He's a bit of a simpy Bean Bunny.
Okay, so a fun fact about Bean Bunny from me to you
Mhm.
is that I believe that a few years ago Bean Bunny had disintegrated.
Oh.
Now that there's some big Disney money going back into the Muppets, he's been restored.
See, one of my favorite things to do is to look up like disintegrating props. Like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costumes where they're like rotting.
Love it.
It's like there's something so weirdly cathartic of like,
Yeah.
good, time got you too.
Yes. So I think Bean Bunny has a lot of lore to them.
Mhm.
Like I actually can't confirm if male nor female.
Non-binary legend.
Why not? Okay, I'm going to take the hit here.
I didn't even need to say it. I'm a person who loves the Muppets. I didn't know this Muppet.
Comic
Oh, the
Muppets
rat guy. I
Bunny
thought that was
guy.
a rat. Oh yeah, bunnies are brown. I forget that.
Brown.
I do know that one. Yeah, I like
Sure.
that has not top been there, done that, but that has brought them up. I'm like, oh yeah, I
Sure.
know that. I like that one. It feels so bad to immediately shoot down a Muppet because I
It's
I
tough
would
to-
normally be batting for a Muppet, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, it's tough to take.
the
but
fact that it didn't immediately jump to mind.
a less memorable Muppet.
But it's got to be.
If I was
It's a
doing
high bar.
like top 10 Muppets, I regret to say Bean Bunny
Bean
wouldn't
Bunny
be.
ain't on there.
No,
If Bean Bunny's on someone's list, they're a contrarian.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. So at number 11, just squeezing out of the top 10, it's Bean Bunny.
Bean.
Yes.
I like that.
Every time you say it, I imagine you're saying Bad Bunny, and I now really want Bean Bunny to do it. If they ever get Bad Bunny on the Muppets, they've got to collab.
How about Bean Bunny doing the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yes.
So my number 4 is Has-Beens.
So, my argument, fictional has-beens, fascinating character archetype. Like, a person who's past their prime now having to redeem themselves,
Sure.
really interesting. Real has-beens, normally racist. Comedians saying you can't say anything anymore. It's actors being like, the woke culture's not getting me a job. You say has-been, I'm getting that energy.
It's fascinating that you say this because in my research, I was trying to establish different types of has-been. Political has-been came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the good political has-beens are horrific right-wing reformers that I do not want to give
Because I think
any of my breath to.
once you're a has-been, there's two ways you can cope. You can either be like, that's fine, I had my... But I think if you're fine with it, you're not a real has-been. Because you're
Sure.
a new thing.
Yes.
You're a bean.
Yep.
No
You're a-
has. There's no
No.
that, they're not hanging on to it. Whereas a has-been is like, I need to get back. Which is
I-
great for fictional storytelling. So these are a
Yes.
really passionate response. But in real life, it's like, what's the thing that will get people to notice I'm alive?
Sure.
Let's say something horribly awful.
Yes. Grifters.
Grifters, like the MMR vaccine guy is kind of a has-been. He's now on like flat Earth cruises, being like, "Do you know what you do with flat Earth cruises?" Because his original scam was like, "You should buy my vaccine instead." Whereas now he's like, "Yeah, vaccines are all fake and the Earth is flat." It's like, I'm just desperately trying to cling on to relevance now.
Let's go cruising.
Let's go cruising. Watching them like struggle, like
Sure.
a political evil has-been. Watching them like desperately fight for relevance is quite entertaining. Thoughts on has-beens who've come back? Do they still count?
You say that phrase, I think Brendan Fraser.
That was my pitch. I
Yes!
was going to say.
And do you know
'cause
what?
He's
Yes.
golden child of has-beens
Yes.
because he's now almost more relevant than he ever was. But it was there was definitely a phase where he was a has-been.
Yeah.
But he never got toxic.
Right?
He stayed nice, and he's eventually made his way back. I would argue he would still count because, like,
I
he
think
was
so.
a has-been,
Yep.
and he doesn't lose that, but he's no longer a has-been.
No.
But
He's
I think
moved
he's a
past that.
positive has-been.
I would love nothing more to be a has-been and then win an Oscar. I think that's the ultimate
Oh
goal.
yeah. I found out about Brendan Fraser as hey, this guy's not a has-been anymore. I was kind of late to that train.
Demi Moore.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of has-beens, and I fucking love it.
You've won me over a lot.
Oh,
I'll be
it's-
honest.
It's getting me, but I'm full of beans.
because I'm
now.
almost entertained by the toxic ones anyway. Because it's fun watching them die.
Right.
Like every Kevin Spacey headline makes me laugh so much. Because I'm like, God, he's having the worst life a person could have. Is it better than being there, done that?
Look,
I think it could be. I think of the phrase, and as much as I love it, I picture Brendan Fraser's wonderful face, and I picture the film Rental Family. I think you've beaten me.
and I kind of have to think of it in a live, laugh, love situation. Would I want been there, done that, got the T-shirt on my wall? No, I wouldn't.
Would you like Brendan Fraser on your wall?
I'd love him on my wall. I'd love him in. I'd love him in my films. I'd love him in.
That's
everything.
clearly where you were
Thank you.
going. Absolutely. I've gotten so much camper throughout this video. Like I think I'm just matching your energy.
Good. That's what I love and here for.
Okay.
So been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Number 10.
Bean.
Okay, so fighting for 9th spot against has-beens is.
Green beans.
Ooh.
And I'm all of them.
Any sort.
any variety. There are some bad ones. Don't
Any
get me wrong.
shade.
And I'm specifying here, not broad beans. It's still to this day the worst food I've ever eaten. I really hated it.
Oh.
And I think I would see something that would remind me. I'd start tasting the flavor, and I'd go into like a panic mode.
Wait, have you eaten sweet corn?
It's my favorite food. We've had this conversation.
Have you eaten mushrooms?
I don't like mushrooms, but that's more of a texture thing.
Sure, okay.
The flavor's fine. I'll eat something with mushrooms in it.
But you're saying the flavour of broad beans.
Flavor, texture, all of it, worst thing ever made.
Broad beans the thing that come in like a pod.
I don't know. I'm too scared to find out. I'm picturing a little grey circular bean, which is why I'm not counting it as green beans, but some lists had it on. So
I
want
see,
to
okay. They're not
definitively
green.
say
They're grey beans.
grey beans and get them in the bin.
Okay.
But green beans. I have recently started like actually trying to get good at cooking.
Okay.
And green beans have quickly become one of my favorite things for when you're making like a curry, and it's like you need something to kind of fill it out a bit, because it's like it's got a flavor and the flavor is nice, but as soon as you cook any kind of sauce, it's kind of lost in it.
Right.
So it adds to, like, if I've got like a bunch of veg in a sauce, it's not taking away.
Okay.
But it's like a nice chill thing. But also, I've been trying to cut chips out a bit, having some carrots and green beans. I think
You've just broken my heart.
so, not out of a dislike for chips, out of a fear for my heart. Because I was at the ripe old age of 24. I'm like, I need to start reining my eating habits in.
When I was 18, I moved in with my amazing aunt, who couldn't get over the fact that I didn't like Sunday dinner. And so she very kindly did some experimenting about what she could cook on a Sunday that would fill my plate. Because I did not want that plate. And she discovered quite quickly that I really like green beans. And I think they were the first green food I liked. It's like a gateway food. Even though cucumber, I've said this before, cucumber's in my top 3 foods. Yeah. Cucumber, sweet corn rice. There's 2 reasons why I can't support this. You've referenced cucumber there, which automatically to me is a better green food.
I don't know. Again, top 10 green foods, it probably would make it green.
It's edged it out.
But it's not the best, no.
No. I also, you use the word filler.
See, but that's not always a bad thing.
No, it's not. But
because if you don't have it, then I've got just like a sauce that's got no fill. Like, I'm not being filled by that. I'm not getting my calories. I'm not getting any kind of like energy. Green beans.
This is filling a space on the list that has-beens deserves to swipe right out of there.
Yeah, has-beens wins. Shut up.
Thank you. Would you like to do the announcement at number 9?
In 9th place, we have green beans.
Bean.
How's that?
Yummy.
Billy Bean. Do you know who Billy Bean is?
I don't know who Billy Bean is.
Have you seen the movie Moneyball?
I have seen the Moneyball.
Billy Bean is Brad Pitt in Moneyball. That's that character.
I've seen the Moneyball.
You've seen the Moneyball, I promise you.
I see what you're saying.
So his name is Billy Bean.
Billy Bean.
I'm going to argue, my go-to example of like, if someone's like, do you like sport? I'm like, yeah, I know who Billy Bean is. Moneyball is genuinely one of my favorite films. Right. I really enjoy it. I think the story is incredible, and because it's based on the true story of him.
Yeah.
But as I've said, every other Bean I've said, I'm like, because he's like, he's not the best part of that Bean story, the Moneyball story. My brain's just replacing every word with Bean. But he's like, also very important to note, he's a sports figure. I did check. His Wikipedia doesn't have a controversies tab, so we're okay. We're all clear. We think he's all right.
Thanks, Mr. Bean.
Thanks, Mr. Bean. He's my Mr. Bean.
Right. Okay.
He's my real Mr. Bean. But no, it's. I think this for me was more a segue to be like, everyone should watch Moneyball because it's incredible. Even if you don't like sport, there's very little sport in it. It's an amazing film.
This is where I declare that I didn't like Moneyball.
Yes, but you're wrong about things we've covered that. And that's okay. You're allowed to be.
I'm prepared to give Moneyball another go.
The story is just an excuse to do incredible character work.
Yeah.
It's like, the story is also amazing of this team that kind of went from nothing to everything because they thought they broke the mold. Mm-hmm. But also, there'll be characters in 2 scenes that have an arc. Because it's Martin McDonough who made like In Bruges and Three Billboards. Banshees of Inisherin. All 4 of those films are like 4 of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
And this is just some of his incredible character work. As I was saying this, I knew it wasn't going to win. I don't think it's beating Has-beens.
Is Billy Bean a has-been?
He was. I think he was. And now, well, it's interesting because I looked him up today and the first result was, has he won has he ever won, which was his goal, and he hasn't.
Is he still alive?
I think he is. Yeah. No, he's still working. I think.
Oh,
So he was kind of
Still
he was, then he was a has-been, then he was back, and now he's kind of been again. He's been and gone twice.
Wow. Now that's real.
But almost that gives more weight to has-beens. Because my pick is a has-been. He fits. Billy Bean is arguably in the oeuvre of has-beens.
See.
It bothers me. I don't like losing. I'm getting competitive.
Oh,
I'm getting higher up the list.
Okay, so number 8.
Billy Bean.
Bean.
Okay, before I tell you what my next one is,
Yep.
I need to pitch to you a bit that I've been doing that so far I am the only person who finds funny.
Great.
But it's my favourite bit to do. I will refer to every single city as the Big Apple. So someone's like, go to London, I'm like, whoa, the Big Apple. And that is more than it's ever gotten, but it brings me so much joy. The only city I don't do this to is Chicago, which I call the Big Bean.
Oh, yes.
Because of, number 3, the Chicago Bean. So I did a lot of research into this because I was always like, that's just the bean in Chicago. It was meant to be a very thought-provoking art piece called Cloud Gate. Everyone on planet Earth has gone, it's a fucking bean, mate.
Yeah.
And what I really enjoyed is it was built by Anish Kapoor, and it made it very clear that he hated that it was called the bean. And then eventually was like, just going to call it. So when we decided to do beans, I was like, it's an excuse to talk about the Chicago Bean.
I can't say it fills me with excitement. I'd still rather go to New York. I'd rather go to the Apple.
Would you rather go to a Big Apple or a Big Bean?
Big Apple, sorry, every day.
I don't agree, because what is the Big Apple?
Chicago is on Broadway. Broadway is not in Chicago. That's how I see it.
I think that's a win for Chicago. Because Broadway was like, we need something good. Let's get Chicago. And Chicago's like, we're good. I don't need Broadway. I've got a bean.
I've got the bean.
I've got a massive reflective bean. Point in its favour, the creator was like, this isn't a bean. But it's such a good bean that everyone was like, no. We're ignoring what you're saying. This is so clearly a bean.
It was too strong of a bean.
It was such a strong bean, it defied any other classification.
Right. God.
Its beanness was off the chart. Venus. I think you could take a has-been to the Chicago Bean and they'd look better because there's 2 of them now. It's reflective. I'm saying if you got, for example, Brendan Fraser and you went, let's go to the Chicago Bean, he'd say yes, he's not busy.
Sure.
It's a has-been.
Of course.
You put him in front of the bean, you've now got 2 Brendan Frasers.
2 beans.
And a huge bean. 3 of my favourite things.
You raise a very strong point.
Thank you.
Look, I don't know if it's better than has-beens, but I will reluctantly accept has-beens can reflect the good and the bad of society. So I'll accept that.
And the Big Bean can reflect anything. It's made of metal.
I'll give you it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
At number 7, we've got has-beens.
Bean.
Okay, so number 3 on my list is actually a bean that I previously had at the top of the list, and that's toe beans.
So toe beans was on my list, but it got cut by the end.
Whoa!
Because in my opinion, I was like, I got nothing to say about toe beans other than they're quite cute. So I'm interested in what you've got to say.
You may have hit the nail on the head there.
They're quite cute.
They're quite cute. Is it too ASMR to say that I would having a little dog or a little cat just playing with their toe beans?
So I
that
have a
appropriate?
cat.
You have a
It's
cat.
not as good as it looks. Like a video of someone like pressing on a toe bean and a little claw comes out. Oh my god!
Yeah,
So cute, so satisfying. You do that, you're like,
I regret
kind of a letdown.
to cat shame you, but does your cat just have poor toe beans?
No.
Oh,
I've got 2 cats.
oh
One of them, I will say, does have quite bad toe beans.
Oh,
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Love him, but he's got his faults. Red's toe beans off the charts.
okay.
They
Who's
are
toe beans?
Reds.
Reds.
Red and
I
blue
thought
are
you
my
said Greg.
cats.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Greg.
call him Fred because
Nice.
it's funny to have a cat called Fred.
Yeah.
But no, it's never given you the hit you think it's going to. They're
Sure.
very cute to look at.
Okay.
And there's something incredibly cute about like a dog or a cat's paw prints in the rain, and you see the like little the little outprints of the beat. I do really like that element of them. This isn't me knocking them. I'm just saying that that element isn't as good as you think it's going to be.
Sure. I've previously spent a lot of time with a French bulldog. I just want to shout out, amazing toe beans. Amazing toe beans.
Thoughts on those like socks people can wear with toe beans on? Because I think they're the worst thing we've ever invented.
Less worse than the shoes that people wear that have
Toes.
toes.
What if shoes with toe
Horrid.
beans? So when you walk, you leave little
Mm.
toe beans. Because I
Oh.
know that these exist, and it seems cute until you see a picture of the bottom, and you're like, oh no.
Look, Harry, it's a little uru, but I can't help but want.
That's
I
upsetting.
want a pair. I've been talked out of toe beans here.
And, like they're good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm happy with them being in the top 10.
Sure.
Chill with that. They're no Chicago bean.
At 6, a respectable placing for toe beans.
Toe beans.
Toe beans.
Bean.
So this is my number 2.
Mhm.
My second best beans. And actually, the reason why I've placed these books here today
Okay.
is because my number 2 is Les Beans.
Who would I be to knock the beauty of lesbians?
Thank you. I did. It's not my number 1.
I've dated many, much to my own chagrin. No, I back it. These are what a perfect example. How could I argue that any of the beans we've previously said is better than this bean right here? This lesbian.
People we know in person aside,
Hmm.
is she the best celebrity lesbian?
I can't think of a better one because I think a lot of modern day lesbians are bi, in the way that a lot
Sure.
of modern day gays are bi.
Mm.
Because as a bisexual, I think it's the best one. Yeah, no, I think there's such a beauty to Miriam and the way she is, and I think that it is a lot of that beauty is queer.
I think she tops Ellen.
I mean, she would obviously top Ellen. Ellen's got major power bottom energy.
Yeah.
No, but also like that's like saying that money is better than being kicked in the balls. Obviously, Miriam's better than Ellen.
Of course. I'm
There's
just
two
thinking,
examples of a good and a bad thing.
she's actually not my favourite lesbian.
Who's a better lesbian? Other than like our friends.
Friends excluded, the best lesbian, Jodie Foster.
Good lesbian, actually. Strong
Smashing
point.
it. Out the Park, Taxi Driver, Bugsy Malone,
Mm.
Silence of the Lambs. Oh, that woman is unstoppable.
And yeah,
I would give her all of the Oscars that have ever been. They're
the
great.
question now is,
Oh,
is it a whole sexual identity or
Yeah.
one big reflective being that I quite like? Because
It's tough.
I might look like a bad guy. I have to think about it. I have to think about it because I love that big bean so much. I love it more than is reasonable. No, it's like I've got it. I got it.
I think we stand with lesbians.
We stand with lesbians.
And with
Lesbians.
lesbians.
The world's most right-wing politician. Lesbians. So we put the Chicago bean in 5 and move away from this
Please,
topic.
please, you go for it.
And number 5 is my love, my heart, the Chicago bean.
Bean.
Right, very fittingly to follow that.
Yep.
Flicking the bean. So I think that any penile masturbation terms are horrific. They're all like gross and task focused. Flicking the bean has a whimsy and an adorable nature. It's not quite romantic, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's got like a bit of a, I don't know, there's like a magic to it.
I think it's important that I explain where I learnt about flicking the bean from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also important to preface this with, I still don't know what flicking the bean is.
Oh.
I don't know what a clitoris does. I'm a gay man. I first heard the term flicking the bean in 2006. I, a Big Brother superfan,
This
watched-
just keeps getting better. It just keeps going up for me.
watched a young lady enter the house. And
Is that a euphemism?
no, believe it or not, no.
Oh, okay.
And her VT says, even Davina's going to be flicking her bean. Cut to Davina. She's got a bean in hand. She flicks it. gorgeous artwork, excellent broadcasting. We love you, Davina. I didn't know what that meant. I still don't quite know what it means. Alas, I just love the term flicking the bean, as in
It's
I'm carefree.
Okay, I like
Oh.
that. It's like, I'm a carefree guy. I'm just out here flicking the bean.
So you say to me, shall we do karaoke? It is 15 quid a go. You know what? I'm flicking the bean
Flicking the
tonight.
bean tonight. I've had a bean flicking night.
Let's just do it. Yeah, why not? I love it. Flicking the bean is such a way of life that I want to permanently live.
Would you wear a t-shirt that says I'm out here flicking the bean? You up flicking the bean?
I've flicked the bean, done that, and I'm wearing the t-shirt that says I'm flicking
Been
the bean.
there, flicked that, got the t-shirt.
Yes, yes. Oh, I want to. Okay.
So lesbians or flicking the bean? Lesbians or flicking the bean?
Arguably, a beautiful battle royale there.
Against myself, I'm going to use the argument I use with has-beens, where lesbians do often encompass flicking the bean. Not always. Don't have to be a lesbian to do it.
I think what I'm going to say is that lesbians, as gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful as they are, I can't believe I'm arguing against my case here, but they are a section of society that I can't enter. Flicking the bean, I think, is actually more than what it says. It's a way of life.
It's a way of life.
And I want to push that into
the mainstream.
Into the mainstream.
Let's make flicking the bean a thing.
I'm pro flicking the bean.
So does it beat lesbians?
I think it does.
I think it does.
So at number 4, flicked out of third place.
Beautiful.
Lesbians.
Bean.
My number 1 is Beanie Baby.
See, this is going to be this. I have no love for them.
No.
I've got a couple.
I will never forget my beloved grandmother when I was young going, "You've got to take really good care. You've got to leave the tags on. Must leave these tags on because they are going to be worth so much fucking money in the future."
Swearing grandmother's awesome.
She was hell bent on that. You could do whatever you wanted at Granny's house. Alas, you could not take the tag off a Beanie Baby.
And then that's then all you want to do. Oh, yeah. As soon as it's banned, you want it.
Alas, I bought this beautiful Beanie Baby, albeit a McDonald's version, for I think £1.50 on eBay.
When did you buy that?
About 6 months ago.
Yeah, I work in a shop that does sell some specifically dragon Beanie Babies.
I thought you were going to say drag Beanie Babies.
Yeah, oh my god, I wish.
Yeah.
The Welsh government selling drag Beanie Babies, the controversy of the year. They are very good soft toys. I'm not arguing that. Sure. They're high quality.
Premium.
They're premium. If a friend of mine had a kid and I had to get a present, I might get a Beanie Baby. Yeah. Just as there's a bit more to it. That'll be good. I think the problem with them is they were overhyped. They're almost a has-been.
I think they are.
Because they're still around. They're not dead. But they're not what they used to be.
Much like the start of this list with beanbags, cool beans, I think there's an air of nostalgia that makes me yearn for the Beanie Baby.
No, I think there's something kind of beautiful about a Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
And it's it's childish, but in a nice way, and an adult with one. I'm not like, what are you doing? Yeah. There's no kind of regression there. It's this is just a nice thing to hold on to. And even though that is a McDonald's one, that's wonderful. There's something I genuinely really like it.
Mega whimsy.
Peak whimsy.
And I think reputation intact. There's no Operation U-Tree attached to the Beanie Baby.
No.
If you were a Beanie Baby, what would your name be?
I mean, Beanie Dobbs is pretty good. Yeah. My surname is inherently funny.
Yeah.
Bean Dobbs.
Bean Dobbs.
If I have a daughter, I'm calling her Bean Dobbs. Yeah, Beanie Dobbs.
What colour would you be?
Green. I like green.
Okay, yeah.
I like the beans.
Like green beans.
I like the green beans.
Okay, look, I regret to do this, but I think bronze place can't be anything but Beanie Babies.
Bean.
I think we can now allow you to present your top bean, and we will then decide what is the top bean.
So, flicking the bean will be up against the humble baked bean. And very early into the system, I realized I'd tricked you. Because no matter how this worked, baked beans would have to be 1 or 2. And I was so excited to watch you crumble. And unironically, I think baked beans are an incredible bean. They are, as much as I despise Britain and the idea of the United Kingdom as a Welsh person, it is the one thing where someone's like, what's a British thing you like? Baked beans.
Wow.
They taste good, they're functional. Maybe you were an autistic child growing up who didn't like many food things, and maybe you had baked beans for breakfast most days. You're at the Wetherspoons and you're ordering your favourite trio. What's in that trio? The goddamn baked bean. And let's have a look at things that the baked bean inherently will now be beating. Gonna put up the list. This is all things that Rich agrees are worse than baked beans because of the system he has built. You've made this bean-filled bed. Now lie in it.
I need an inhaler. I'm really. Oh God. I'm malfunctioning. Look, arguably, you're bringing this to the table. I wouldn't have dared.
And no.
Dared to bring baked beans to this fucking list.
But I don't think you understand. This is our definitive list that we've created together, and baked beans is in the top 2.
Yeah.
And you were a part of that. And you have to accept that your actions have consequences, and that consequence is that baked beans is in your top 2 beans of all time. It's not going to be your number 1, but you do canonically like it more than toe beans on a cat. The baked bean.
Look, I've just got to give my 2 pence about this. I think it's the way that they sit in the sauce. I love a condiment, right? And people always say to me, "Oh, why don't you like beans? You love tomato ketchup."
But
yes,
people always say that to you,
always.
Exactly
And
like that.
Literally, and they're like, "Oh, but it's just beans and ketchup."
Mm.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, but it's not. And anybody that says that is really bloody wrong.
It's mad that you're saying this about your second favourite bean.
Filth, absolute filth. They are smug. They are gloopy, which is a word I never want to use again. They're slimy, they're sly, vindictive, horrible beans. I don't like them. I'm very close to not attaching my name to this ranking.
It's gonna be a screen like cut in half with a mirror of another me.
In Eurovision, you want to aim for the left-hand side of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
I'm horrified. This is like when Israel came second place last year. It's vile. I'm horrified.
So now,
Battle of the Beans.
choice of your number 1 and your number 2. I'm gonna let you pick. Is baked beans your second favourite bean or your favourite bean? And those are the 2 options you have.
With immense remorse, I declare that the second best beans are baked beans.
Bean!
Yes!
My poor beans. I'm so thrilled. So thrilled to announce that we, as ranking experts,
I'm standing for the
have declared that the greatest bean of all time is flicking the bean.
Bean!
Flicking the bean, no better.
Arguably now not just a sexual act
Way
of
of
self-pleasure,
life.
it's a way of life,
Way of being.
a way of being. And I'm going forward will always will take any challenge by flicking the bean. Thank you for coming.
I didn't mean to be the villain, but I'm glad that I was.
Never again. Thank you for flicking the bean with us.
You can find me at Dobbs' Folly on Instagram and on YouTube.
Like, comment, subscribe, rank with us, flick your bean. Come back next time. There'll be more things to rank.
My penis is tiny, I call it the bean.